What's going on YouTube? You're watching Fix by Shaq, and in today's quick video I'm gonna show you how to fix the annoying problem of your iPhone not showing up on your Windows computer or on your laptop whenever you try connecting it through means of USB or Type-C cable. Okay, so let's say you're trying to connect it and you do not see anything popping up. Do not worry, I'm gonna show you how to fix this annoying problem 100% sure in this video. But it's important for you not to skip any step throughout the process because one step complements the other one. So it's important to follow in the specific order that I'm going to show it to you. Now, if you find my content useful, do not forget to subscribe and like the video, as it really helps me out here to grow on YouTube and consequently help more people with tech fixes. Now, jumping straight into the very first step in here, one thing you need to double check is that you do have an original or a compatible cable with your device. We do have a lot of cables that only charge your phone. So you want to ensure that you have a cable that transfers data, because when we connect it into our laptop, we're trying to transfer data and we need a cable that supports data transfer. So that's the very first step, which is very important to double check the cable that you do have. That's step number one. Now, once you're sure that you do have a cable that transfers data into your laptop, the next thing I would recommend you guys to do is to hop into settings real quick, and then next up within settings, scroll down all the way to general within the second stack of settings. Hop into general, scroll down once again and tap on transfer or reset iPhone. So once you're here, the next thing you want to do is tap on reset. Do not worry, we will not lose any sort of data. I just want you to tap on reset location and privacy settings, type in your passcode, and then you're good to go. Disconnect your cable and try reconnecting it into your laptop device. So what essentially does this do? This pretty much actually helps you resetting the privacy settings, which will allow you to get that pop-up which says, do you want to trust this computer whenever you connect the USB cable to your laptop? You may be in a situation where that pop-up is not showing up because you've accidentally pressed on don't trust in the past. So this is the very first step. Connect it into your laptop. If you see the pop-up, simply tap on trust this laptop. Now, if this doesn't help fixing the problem, I would recommend you to force restarting your iPhone, especially after changing these settings, okay? Because you may be in a situation where the changed settings did not take effect yet. So restarting your iPhone will help doing it. If you have an iPhone 8 or later models, like in my case, I've got an iPhone 16, in order to force restart, all you need to do is tap on volume up and then down and then press and hold the power button continuously for approximately 6 to 7 seconds. Keep on pressing the power button until you see the Apple logo on your screen. Here we go. I'm still pressing my power button, and as soon as I see the white Apple logo, I'm going to release the power button and let my iPhone turn on normally. Essentially, it's just a restart process, but a deep restart. It does not delete any sort of data. It just ensures that all the processes run smoothly on your iPhone device. Now, if you have an iPhone 7 or 7 Plus, in order to do a forced restart, all you need to do is press and hold the volume down along with the power button continuously for 6 to 7 seconds until you see the Apple logo and then release both of the buttons combination. Now, if you do have a much older iPhone with the physical home button, in order to perform the forced restart, all you need to do is press and hold the physical home button along with the power button continuously until you see the Apple logo. Same duration, 6 to 7 seconds, but please note that in much older iPhone devices, the power button is usually located at the top and not here on the right. So this is exactly how you perform a forced restart. Now, if this doesn't help fixing the problem, simply connect the USB cable and then let's move into our Windows PC, because we do have a few settings that we need to manage on our laptop. So here I am on my Windows computer, and within your Windows computer, first things first, we want to ensure that we do have iTunes installed in here. So I already have iTunes installed in here. I'm going to quickly launch it up, and you want to ensure that you have it installed running the latest version. Now, in order for you to download iTunes, just in case you do not have it or you are unsure whether you're running the latest version or not, all you want to do is simply open up your internet browser. Okay, here we go. I'm going to quickly launch my Google Chrome browser, and next up in here within Google, we're going to go and type iTunes download Windows. Okay, search for it, and then you want to tap in here within the very first line where you do have support.apple.com. So you want to go all the way to the website, which is official Apple's website. Now once you're here, you're going to scroll down, tap on download. This will essentially take you 200 megabytes, and then install it by simply double tapping on it and following the wizard. So once you're done installing iTunes, you also want to install Apple devices. Now, why am I actually recommending installation of these softwares is because they actually allow you to install the correct drivers into your computer. Okay, it doesn't make a lot of sense sometimes, but it really helps out. And we do not even need to use those specific apps to transfer data if you do not want to use them, but they will help the connectivity process between your laptop and your iPhone device. Next up, you want to open up Microsoft Store, and then you want to search for Apple devices right here. So you want to tap in here on search bar at the top, and then simply search for Apple devices. So there we go. Search for Apple devices, and this is the software or the utility tool. Okay, it's very useful, and I've already installed it into my computer. But once you're done, you want to open it up, and then this is how the utility tool should look like. It's going to ask you to connect your iPhone into your laptop, and then once you're done connecting it, boom, it's going to launch up in here with a lot of information related to your iPhone device. So if either one of these apps are actually to recognize your device, then you're good to go. This means that your device is successfully connected to your computer and the problem is not lying in here. Now, if after installing both of these softwares the problem still persists, we're moving into the next step in here where we're going to update manually a few drivers in here. But it's important for you to follow the steps in this order because one step actually complements the other. Next up, we're going to open up Start real quick, and then you want to search for Device Manager, which is within Control Panel. So tap on Device Manager to launch Device Manager, and once it launches, you want to go all the way down in here to a section which says Portable Devices. You should be able to see Apple iPhone even if it doesn't recognize on your Windows PC. Okay, so and do not forget, as I've just said, you need to be using an original cable or a cable that transfers data. So you want to right click here on Apple iPhone, and then you want to tap on Update Driver, and then tap on Browse My Computer for Drivers. Next up, tap on Let Me Pick from a List, and then select MTP USB device, then simply tap on Next, and then it's going to reinstall the driver, and then at the end you'll be able to see Windows has successfully updated your driver, MTP USB device, close, and then simply try re-accessing your iPhone device. You now should be able to access your device and find it within here on your computer. So this is exactly how you actually double check all the possible issues here from your laptop. Last but not least, if none of these helped fixing the problem, I would recommend you trying to update your iPhone software on your iPhone device. Simply hop into settings in here on your iPhone, scroll down all the way to General, tap on Software Update, and see if you do not have any pending software on your iPhone device. Because if you do have a pending software, you may be in a situation where you're actually trying to connect, but you may be having a bug in here or glitch that may be preventing it from doing it. Especially if you do have a beta version of software installed into your iPhone device, you want to double check this and then update your software before you proceed with this. Now, I hope this video really helped you out, and if you find my content useful, give it a thumbs up, consider subscribing, and like the video. I'll see you in the next one. Have a great day.